everyone, I'm Kelly Wallace. Welcome to the Conversation Thread, where we get a group of people to dish about those topics I bet you're talking about at home. Joining us today, Adam Cohen, yes, the first dad to appear on the Conversation Thread of DadaRocks.com. Also with us, Amy Austin, and you know her from SelfishMom.com. And Victoria Perricone, a mom of four, and also the founder, editor, the force behind SavvyMommy.com. Thanks to all of you for being here.
Thanks.
Okay, so you've heard about this debate over circumcision, right? A movement in San Francisco to ban circumcision, make it illegal. A lot of talk in the blogosphere. Amy, what do you think?
Well, I left the decision up to my husband because he's pretty fond of his, so I figured that he wouldn't do anything that wouldn't be good. So I feel like I don't have one. I don't really have a say.
Is it a dad's decision, Adam?
With the last name like Cohen, I'm going with the religious, factor here.
Yeah.
So that was like one of those things that my wife was like, I don't know, we'll do it in the hospital. I was like, no, we're getting the oil, we're doing it right, we're doing it with bagels and lox and oy vey!
I love that. Why do you think there's such a movement behind this? This has been such a personal decision for people, and now to potentially have a legislative ban?
Because personal decisions, they no longer are personal. It seems like anything we can think of now has somebody that's for or against it, and they want to change it. And, it comes down to the family. And I think if the family wants to have that done, they do it. If they don't, they don't. And if it's a religious belief, you do it.
Okay, this story struck a chord as well. A woman losing custody of her 2-year-old child after spanking in Texas. The judge said, this is not what we do anymore. You shouldn't be spanking your child, reprimanded her, scolded her. She lost custody.
It's a judgment call, and if there's some kind of deeper abuse going on, then of course you've got to do something, but just spanking? No, I'm against spanking, but to take a child away, do they really think that that's a better solution?
Does this also bring up the conversation, though? Again, when we were kids, some of us might have been spanked, but it's just not really happening today.
I got beat up on.
You got beat up on.
And I turned out okay.
You do. You
and the therapist bills are paying for themselves.
Right, you already paid them. But what do you think, Victoria?
It's just extreme. It's insane to take a child away from her mom, to put her in foster care or, somewhere else just to make sure that she wasn't spanked. Okay, it's extreme. And I think that, the kid belongs with her family.
All right, so we always love to talk about Brad and Angelina on this show. I happen to be a big fan of Angelina's, but recently in an interview, Brad said, there are no secrets in our household, even when it comes to sex, that they'll tell the kids, Mommy and Daddy are gonna go kiss for a while, and off they go behind the doors. Good way to be?
That's not exactly a secret. They're now lying to them. So
they're not exactly telling them exactly what's happening behind closed doors.
They're not really proud and saying what they're saying. They're saying that they're very open with their kids, but they're really making up stories also.
I'm going on the whole, I'm married, so what is sex anyway at this point?
Amy, do you tell your kids you're humping like bunnies?
Are
you humping like bunnies?
I'm going to leave that one alone, but I do not give them the play-by-play. But as much as I don't want to defend Brangelina, because I find them kind of icky, I really think that maybe they're just trying to give the kids a sense of this is serious. Don't walk in, don't ask us for juice, stay out.
Right. Okay, so that's a good segue for our whip around segment. Quick answers to this question. Which celeb mom or dad inspires you or makes you cringe? Amy.
I think that Bristol Palin should have her kid taken away just for that commercial that she did with The Situation. She should not be at the forefront of the abstinence movement. I think that's ridiculous.
Adam?
Inspiration for a celeb dad is probably Matthew McConaughey because, he looks great with the shirt off and, that's hard doing it with dad. Most dads, when they take off the shirt, you're like, oh, put it back on.
Adam, we think you probably look, side by side, look just as great as Matthew
McConaughey. No. Adonis and me do not go together.
Victoria, celeb mom or dad who inspires you or makes you cringe?
Oh, inspiring. I think Jennifer Garner is really nice. She just seems like she's hands-on with her family. She's down to earth, and then she'll, help with a charity, and she actually means it, and she wants to, not just for some FaceTime in the public. So I think I like her.
I agree. All right, well, Amy, Adam, Victoria, thank you again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And thanks to all of you for being here. I'm Kelly Wallace. Remember, we want to hear from you. Get in touch on Twitter, on Facebook, in the iVillage community. Tell us the stories you want us to cover, and we'll focus on those in future episodes. Once again, I'm Kelly Wallace. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.